Let's talk about five big business law compliance items that you can work on. And these are going to apply for almost any business because these are just good, solid blocking and tackling basics of business, but things that you should be thinking about. Number one, taxes. Every business has a lot of taxes, it seems, and there's always different categories and exposures of taxes. And this is one that can really come back to haunt you in the future if you ever end up in an acquisition situation. Let's say you get to your day to cash out and you haven't paid the proper taxes. Your acquirer is not going to be happy about it, and it's probably going to mean a discount to the price. So it's better to get ahead of these things than behind them. So think about tax compliance and build that into your business plan. Number two, record keeping. It seems that every business struggles at least a little with good record keeping, but what systems and processes can you put in place to really keep good records, to make sure you understand your business, to make sure that it is moving in the right direction? You've got to keep good records, and it's a fundamental piece of business because it's necessary to prove things happened and to also document things. And of course, as a lawyer, I would say it's going to lower your legal exposure. Number three, having meetings, both procedural internal meetings, but also formal meetings. Now, when you were set up, maybe you had a lawyer set you up as an LLC, and maybe they minimized your meeting requirements. On the other hand, you might be a corporation and there might be statutorily required meetings. What is required of your business by the law and your internal documents? And are you doing those meetings? Are you staying compliant? Make sure you set that up. And I'll tell you, even for a corporation, those annual meetings and those shareholder meetings, they can be a little bit of a pain to set up and they can take some work, but they can be great for communication and getting everybody on the same page. So are you having the meetings you need to have? Number four, stay timely in your filing. As a business, you're going to have a lot of filings. Build a calendar and build a schedule so that you know what's coming up, so that there's no surprises. Make sure that you're staying on time with everything and that you're keeping good records. And of course, number five, keep clean accounting. Accounting sits at the center of most of the business. And we're not just talking about documenting what's coming and going from the business and keeping those records. We're also talking about your liability protection in that you want business expenses booked and paid for by the business, personal expenses paid for outside the business, so that no later, if there's ever litigation or issues, there's no claim that there was commingling or blending of funds that could lead to personal liability for you. We'd love to hear your comments, but remember that comments on videos like this are not confidential. So don't put anything in there you don't want other people seeing. If you want confidential communications, reach out to an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction that can have a conversation with you and really build that. And I hope you subscribe to the channel so we can have more conversations together. I'm looking forward to seeing those comments.